Akko here again. Welcome back to my modded Minecraft beginner's guide playing FTB Monster pack. I have done not much since the first episode. I've done a little bit of stuff though. What I have done is I have gone round down underground and I've got myself a stack of gravel, a stack of sand and a stack of clay. We'll be using them in just a minute and we'll be using that materials in new book for that. I've also very early on, it's very useful if you are near water like this. Make a few boats. Still got a little boat there. You make a boat just by putting 5 wood in a U shape. You can make a boat and you can have a little sail around your area. Now make sure you take some spare wood with you, because if you crash into things, the boat can break. So you might find yourself short on wood to make another one, especially if you're right out in the middle of the ocean. But as you can see, I have been for a good go around, and what I was looking for was reeds. And I went round that way and right up to there, and I finally found some reeds up there, and then I sailed back, kind of came on that way to see if I could see anything else. Look how pretty this terrain gen is. This is the ATG terrain gen. You can select that when you start your single player up. You can pick. Let me just show you. Let me just log out a second. If you were to create a new world, in world options, it's there. ATG, alternate terrain generation, in there. And it creates these lovely looking worlds. It's very nice. You have all beaches and stuff, really cool. So as you can see, I've been right around there. I found something useful that I'm going to go back for. I found some iron gravel and some gold gravel, but I didn't have I'm going to need, to get the gold, I'd need an iron level shovel. But I ain't got that yet, so I'll just put a little waypoint there. That's what I'm going to show you now. First of all, get rid of a waypoint. You can just click on it, press delete. Secondly, to create a waypoint, let's just get rid of that home one. I'll do a fresh one. Click on that and delete. To make a waypoint, all you got to do is right click on wherever you are, and you can do them anywhere. You don't have to click on wherever you are. You can just right click anywhere. But if you want the height perfectly where you are, right click on your marker, type in what you want, and then this marker group here, you can pick what you want. So this is overworld, so I've selected overworld. If I was in the nether, I could type in nether there, and then once you've got more than one group, you can roll your mouse wheel over here and it'll select between the groups, so you can see all your waypoints, or just ones in the nether, or just ones in the twilight forest or whatever, which is very useful. So we are in the overworld, so I always call my overworld, makes sense. And then just, you can change these if you want here, but if you just keep pressing enter, you get a nice little waypoint made. Now they don't show when you're not on the map, so I can't actually see where my waypoints are. I'm lying, I can. That waypoint's showing. Interesting. Options. I didn't think they showed. I maybe never noticed before. There's the options for that though. But as you can see, even when I'm not in the map, you can see up the top left of the map there's a little waypoint marker showing. Very interesting. Right then, so what we want to get on with. So anyway, I've got some reeds. Let me just mention that quickly. I've got some reeds. I planted them there. Reeds grow really quick. They're not fully grown yet, I don't think. Oh, there was. So reeds on crops grow really quick. They're only getting me 3. Let me get a few more crops. Reeds we need for paper. Paper is useful for a lot of stuff. Oh. Grab a bit more of my. I've only got 1. I haven't got much wood, have I? Let's make another 3. We'll double up what crops we've got. So I went over there to get reeds. Reeds are important. You want to make sure you can try and find some quite early on. So let's plant 3 more of these. So 3. Because they can make mainly paper but also sugar. You can use them with fuel and all kind of stuff. These string, I'm not sure if this is fully the case, but when they go into this pink stage, if you break them, you normally get more than 1 seed back. So I often break them a bit in the seed stage there, and then you can increase the size of your string farm, like so. We've got canola, string, paper, and wheat. I've just right-clicked all these and got the wheat off from them. So that's what happens with them. You right-click them and they go back to like that, so you don't have to plant them again, which is why it's really useful to use crops, because you don't have to spend half your time replanting stuff. It got me all that wheat, and what I can do with that is I can turn that into bread. I think there's a better way of making this into bread actually in this mod pack. Let me just have a quick look. You shapecraft it into flour, and you can bake the flour, I believe, into bread. So you could get if you've got plenty of if you've got a furnace with plenty of coal and stuff, you can cook these into. So instead of getting 10 bread, I can make 30 bread out of that. If I wanted to cook them up, should I cook them up? 32 is a nice amount. 32 is 4 bits of coal. Let's make 32 bits of bread. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you remember, as I said before, one piece of coal gets you 8 things cooked in a furnace. So that'll get us a nice bit of bread in case our chicken runs out. Also killed a couple of squid. Squid also dropped these raw squid. There's not a great many things you can do with them. They're from a mod called Mariculture, which is a really cool mod that I've never had a chance to get into yet, but I really want to. But you can make calamari using bowls. Bowls are really straightforward as well. Bowls are just 3 bits of wood. So you can make food from that as well. Right, I best sleep. I don't want any mobs attacking me. I went down into Wales, I found some really cool things. I'm going to go back down there and show you in a minute. But what we're going to get started on is, my tools are wearing down. My iron pick has lost about a quarter of its health already. I don't want to spend all my iron remaking picks and stuff. So what I want to get on with is making tools that are fully repairable. So what we're going to do, we're going to make pretty straightforward iron pick and an iron rapier. We're going to make them self-repairable. I could use some slime from up there, but I'm not going to bother. Oh, should I? See the little islands in the sky? They're little slime islands. That one might be quite close to the trees up there. Tell you what, I'll just cut camera a little bit. If I can get to there easy enough, I might have a quick go up to that slime island, and I'll make my tool and weapon a little bit different than I normally do. Back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. I decided against it. I went under there. It's quite high up. I could get up there and we could get some slime, which can make slime tools out of, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to use iron. In the time it took me to get there and back, as I said, them reeds grow really quick. I've got loads of reeds now. I ain't quite got any to start making paper with yet, but I've got a full 4x4 thing of reeds laid out there, so they'll grow very quick. Right, so what we want then is, you start with this book. This is Tinker's Construct. This is how you should really start with your tools and stuff. Read this book. It's worth reading. It goes through all the things you can make, or crafting tables and stuff. You see, you make these blank patterns with wood. We're going to be making some of them, and you can upgrade the tool forge later so you can make better stuff. Yeah. Berry brushes. Drawing. Okay. They're very useful as well, our berry brushes, so we'll be looking for them. That's the slime stuff I was telling you about. You can also make tools out of it. It's also very useful. Punji stick's useful. But what we're looking at, we're going to make a smeltery. To make a smeltery, you need sand, gravel, and clay. Now, clay, I left this here on paper so you could see it. Clay you can find in shallowish water. That's some salt ore from agriculture. Well, there we go, there's some clay, but I left that big bit there. And I went round just this little island there, got me a stack's worth of clay, just digging up little bits. I made myself a stone shovel. So what we can do with that is we can grab these 3 things, 1, 2, 3, into our crafting table. This is shapeless, so it doesn't matter which order you put them in, they can be anywhere. And we're going to make 2 stacks of grout. It might be too much, but we'll find out soon enough. And there we go, looks like we've got 32 bread. I'm going to need 16 coal to make all that into seared bricks. So there we go, we'll start cooking that up, and I shall come back when these 2 stacks are all cooked up. Now, we might be able to get away with 1 stack of this. I'm probably made a bit extra, but don't matter. I'll be back when that's all cooked up, and we'll carry on with the next bit. Okay, we're back, and I just found out the errors of going AFK while you stood by your furnace. I got killed AFK. Yeah, by little baby zombie. It actually got me twice, but I'm back up to level 9. I've cleared out an area here. Now what I've cleared out is, I've cleared out an area. If you press F9, it shows you the chunk corners. Press it again, it'll show you the chunk edges. Now, building things in chunks I like to do, just keep things tidy. Some things used to have issue if you built them over chunks on multi-block structures like nuclear reactors, but since then I've always kind of tried to build it in a chunk. So this is going to be my smeltery area, this corner bit here. So I've just kind of cleared out the ground a little bit. I've cut some trees down. Why are you... a little bit of wood in there. I can't leave that looking scruffy like that. I shall have to sort that out when I come back, when I go off camera again. But you can't leave bits of tree line around like that, that's just untidy. So what we've got is, we've got a lot of these seared bricks. These are going to help us with our smeltery. So what I'm going to do with the first stack of them is I'm going to make 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I need 18 of these. Oops. Try that again. 18 of these is the minimum of these you need. Is that right, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Yeah, 18. So we'll make 18 of them. You see when I made 18 of them, we've got a second book. And the second book explains all kind of stuff about what you need to make all this. So what I'm making is this basic setup. You need 9 for the middle, 3 for each side. So there's the 18 of these bricks I made. And then the 3 on the front are going to be a little bit different. But what we're going to do is 1, 2. I should have made this hole actually to start with. What you want to do is you want this slightly recessed, like so. I've not got a shovel yet, but we'll be making one of them soon. And 2, 3. So you want a base of 9. And you can see in that picture there, you can actually, looks like you can use the different fancy ones now. Didn't used to be able to, but you can. There's a chiseled one there, and there's some tile ones, which is pretty nice. How do I make them? Do I just put them back in there? Must be a certain way of making them, but we don't need to do that. But that's quite nice that you can do it. And then, is it getting dark? It's nearly dark. Don't want you in there. Come back, you. So then, there's the 3 sides. And then on the front, we're going to have it a bit different. What we need on the front is we need one thing called a Smeltery controller. That's 8 in a square. So there's that. We'll put that in the middle. Then we need some glass. So let me just sleep. Can I only sleep at night? The sun's moving pretty quick, isn't it? Come on. No, it's night. Yeah, look, I was killed by a zombie, then a skeleton, because there's a skeleton in the water there who got me once I fought the zombie off. Baby zombies are nightmare little creatures. So, I had 16 bits of sand. I threw that in there with another couple of bits of coal and got myself some glass. I need one of these, a seared tank. Glass is very useful to have, so it's worth making a bit. I'll be using more of that in the future, certainly. So we'll have our seared tank can go there. And then the last thing we need to complete this is we need to put 3 down and 3 down. That gets us a smeltery drain. And it's kind of complete. We need one more thing though. We need something to get the materials out of here. You see, once it completes correctly, you'll get this graphic on the front of there to let you know. We can't cook anything in it yet because we need some lava. But one more thing we need is to get the stuff out. In fact, 2 more things. First, we need a faucet. The faucet goes onto there, like so. And then we're going to need a casting table. And a casting table, you just make it like a pair of pants. That gives you a casting table, and then that can go in there. Now later on, we're also going to want to be able to make. How do we? No, we don't. No, we don't. We could make blocks as well, but we don't need that at the minute. So I've got 24 blocks left over. Let's just tidy things up a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have one in each corner just to make things look a bit prettier. 1, 2. I'm going to be doing this again off camera because I meant to do it that way one. Damn it. I didn't actually want it to be the walls of the building. Meh. But there we go. We've got a fully built smeltery. Now I need to go down and find some lava, because lava goes into there. So I should have done that while I was waiting for the stuff. But the other things we need for this, I've got them all set up here. We need some of these blank patterns that I mentioned earlier. Blank pattern is like 2 sticks and 2 planks in any kind of way. But there we go. The first thing you want is, I guess the first thing you want is one with a log. Gets you a part builder. Then you want one with a plank. Gets you a stencil table. One with a crafting table gets you a tool station, and one with a chest gets you a pattern chest. Now you can put all these again to make them small. I like to do that. I think they look a bit prettier. So we'll make all them small. And then the only things you need to have in a certain order is you need your part builder next to your pattern chest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pattern chest there, then part builder, then stencil table. Actually like the stencil table on the end. Stencil table, we'll have tool station there. Cool. What we can do now is we could build parts in here if we had some patterns. The patterns live in the chest, but they're available from the part builder, which way you have to have that next to that. You can add that in the wall or whatever as well if you wanted to. You could add that behind there in the wall. What I'm going to make now is, let's get rid of them. And what I'm going to make is stencil table. We can use blank patterns in here. We're going to make 5 patterns. One is a tool rod. We want one of them. Next we want a pickaxe head. And we don't want a shovel and an axe just yet. We will do it eventually though. Saw blade. And then we want a... This is personal choice. I prefer rapier, so I'm going to go crossbar pattern. Rapier, you can spam it real quick and it stops mobs getting at you, so I kind of like that. So we want a crossbar pattern, that's how you make a rapier. And we want a tool banding pattern. Now, if you want to see how these, which ones you need, you can actually look in here at what tool you want to make. So if you want to make a pick, you can see we need a tool banding, a tool rod, and a pickaxe head. So that's what I've got there. I want to make a rapier, so we need a tool banding, so of course we can use the same one again. Saw blade, and a crossbar pattern. So that's what we've made there. That's all good. Now, what we need to do is we need to make metal versions of a couple of these. So I'm going to have to go find a bit of aluminium and some copper. And we're going to make some aluminium brass before we do anything else. So I'll go get some lava, I'll get some aluminium, I'll get some copper down there. Hopefully my pick will last long enough. What we're going to want to do is, with a couple of bits of plank, we are going to make three things here. We are going to make a wooden pickaxe head. We are going to make, see they can get stashed in there, a wooden saw blade and a wooden tool rod. And see, that gives us a tool rod. It also gives us a stick back as well, because then it takes half. We're not going to use a crossbar pattern or a tool banding pattern, because we're going to make them out of paper. These ones we're going to make out of metal, so we need to make metal casts out for these. So we need 3 there, and then I'm also going to want 1 ingot for this. So we'll put an ingot to one side ready, and I shall be back when I've got the next bits ready to make some casts. Back in a sec. Okay, I'm down at the bottom of the earth. We've been pretty lucky here. I've come down to the bottom of my shaft here, down to the level 12, and I kind of head in directions. I use the chunk edges just so I know how far I'm going. And going this way, I came across some lava there. I broke a block there and all the water poured down, so I've had to dig my way across this way to get rid of the water that was pouring from up there. And look what we've got. We have got diamonds. Yay! So I'm going to mine. That's a couple of diamonds. Now that's only 2 diamonds, but they're going to be very useful, just them 2. I poured my bucket of water into there and I picked up a bucket of lava from there. So I've got lava. I also found a bit of aluminium down here, which was good. And now I'm going to head back up. I'll come and get back and get the rest of this stuff later. This area is very nice for materials. If we go up here, now this is where I had a little bit of an adventure a little bit earlier to look for some gravel. And I'll show you where I found it. There's nothing much that way, but this way is very nice. What we've got some of these order shards, which we'll be taking. Now, you want to get started with Thaumcraft. Even if you don't really like Thaumcraft, it's really worth doing. Even some of the basic stuff. But whatever you do, make sure, even if you don't think you're going to do it, pick up a few of each colour shard, and you can at least make a thermometer and make a few decisions later on if you really want to do it or not. But this cave opens up nice into this ravine. It's just a bat, okay. I've got plenty of iron, I've got a bit of copper from there, which we need for the aluminium brass as well. So this opens up real nice. I didn't actually come this way before, I could have found some gravel here. When I came down here before, I came this way. And what we've found around here, really cool. What we've got around here, this is where I got my gravel from, look, this is where I dug out. This is all full of gravel. What we've got around here is an orange geostrata cave crystal, and if you look at that, that's giving me fire resistance. Once we get silk touch, which we can make with Tinker's Constructs. I'm just looking how to make a lead, by the way, I forgot. Once we get silky, which we need, all we need for is emeralds and string and a bit of gold, we can pick these up and put them down where we want them. That one's fire resist, this one's even better, look at this one's regen. So the magenta one regen, so I've got a fire resist and a regen resist crystal down here. So I'm quite happy with that. Right, I'll meet you back up top and we'll get some aluminium brass together and we'll get them casts made. There we are then. What I did was I right clicked on that with a bucket of lava, which put the bucket of lava in there, and I threw into here 3 aluminium ingot ore and 1 copper ore. And what that's done is given me 8 ingots worth of aluminium brass, which is really cool. What we're going to do now is, oh, by the way, I got a new book. I didn't notice when I got it, but something I did triggered the 3rd book to spawn, and that gives you all the information on these. Worth reading through, certainly. Gives you all the different information about what's what. So it showed them slam. We get a nice 2400 durability modifier if you use a slam rod. instead of the iron. We're just going to use iron for now though. If I could have gone and got some slime, we could have used a slime rod for what I'm going to make. We probably should, to be honest. I've been a bit slack. I should really get slime rods sorted out. Now, what we're going to do is these bits we've made, the tool rod, the banding, and the blade. Sorry, the tool rod, the blade, and the pickaxe head. We're going to put in our casting table here, and we're going to pour some aluminium brass over them. What that's going to do is it's going to give us a cast for that particular item. So we've got 1, 2. Yeah, I'm being really slack with that. I shouldn't be doing that really, especially in a beginner's guide. I should be teaching you the right way of doing it. 3. Now the other thing, if you hang around underneath one of them, slimes will fall off and you might get some slime from down near the bottom. The other way is you've got to climb up, which is easy when you've got flight, but you know, until you've got flight, it's not that easy. And the fourth thing we want to do is we want to put an ingot in there. We want to pour one over an ingot, and what that does is that gives us what's called an ingot cast. Now if we put the ingot cast in, back in, we can now, we've still got 4 left in there, look. We can now use that to create ingots. And this doubles your ores, like our Grand Stone was doing. So now we can double all our ores through this thing. All we need to do is get a constant source of lava, which isn't that tricky. We'll be looking at doing that more pretty soon. Let's just empty that off. And then we can throw all our iron ore in there. Now this will only take 9 things at a time. You can make a hopper, add a hopper to the top of this, makes it easier, but for now we'll just do 9 at a time. Oops, get that out of there. And we've got 4 aluminium brass ingots for later on, and they can go away in our chest. And as you can see, this is what was happening before. The lava is cooking that up into ores, and now we have got these casts. Wonderful. What we want to do with the casts is, first up, like I say, we're just going to make, tell you what, I'm going to do it right. I'm going to cut, I'm going to go get some, even if I have to climb up to that little island, I'm going to go get some blue slime and show you what blue slime rod can do for you. Back in a bit. Ooh, I'm up in the sky. I've done a couple of little things. I climbed up here, I've just nerd pulled up on a big cobblestone nerd pole. What I did before I came is I made a pair of shears, just 2 iron ingots. We're going to need them for shearing sheep anyway. What I've done is I sheared a vine because I was near a jungle. You can, if you cut a vine with shears, then you can actually keep the vine. I'll just put that there, and eventually that might start growing down. I might have to be close enough for it to be chunk loaded, which I don't think I am. Well, saying that, I can see it from my base, so maybe I am. It's maybe right on the limit of my chunk load. So then vines should grow down, I think, and you can use vines as a ladder, so I'll be able to climb back up if I want to come back up. But as it is, we're above water, so I can just drop into water and you don't take any fall damage. So that's good. So what we've got up here, 2 things we've got up here. One thing is slime spawn in these pools, so you can get slime that way. So yeah, it's probably best looking for one above water if you're going to go into one. The other thing is we can cut these things up. These square bits of slime, these actually break down into slimes, look. So each one of them is 4 slimes, so you can get slimes that way as well. And the third thing these have, die. Them guys. I'll probably get a big one spawn on me and do me in a minute. So I ain't got any armour on yet. So there's 2 things you can get from up here. So I'm going to cut some of them down. And also, these trees are green slime. So if you're lucky, get away. Oh, I'm being real careful because if a big one spawns, big ones can do quite a bit of damage to you. These are, it's giving me a jump boost, look. So if I cut this guy down, get my eye over there. These green ones are actually green slimes, and once we cut this down, we should get some saplings drop. There we go. Slimy sapling. Now I'm going to plant one back up here, but I'm going to take a couple of saplings with me. And then green slime obviously break down into normal slime. Look at that, I've got 20 slimes. Awesome. Slimes are useful for quite a lot of stuff. There we go, there's a bit of a big fella. Not a massive one, but a bit bigger. So there we go, that's where you get slime. Of course, these days in Minecraft, just 1 deep water, you can fall from any height, and a single bucket, a single block of water will save you from taking any damage. So I am going to dig up a few of these blocks, and I'm going to drop down and I'll try and get another sapling first, so I've got at least one with me down the bottom. And I'll meet you back down there, and we'll actually make slime rods, because slime rods are pretty useful. These blue slime ones are anyway. So I'll meet you down there, back in a sec. And there goes the rain, so I can come back. Yay! As you can see, that is still loaded in. If you look at this on the part of Opus, you can see part of I don't know if it's Opus or just map rating in general. You can see a loaded chunks by scrolling over this bit here. Loaded chunk. You can see that little slime island is just loaded in. So I'm not 100% sure that the van there will grow in, but it might do. But I probably will get rid of that one day because it looks scruffy, looks ugly. So what I got was I've got some slimes. I made one of these things, slimy mud, bit of sand, bit of dirt, and 4 of them, and then you cook it in your smelter, in your furnace. I mean, I was getting a bit more smooth stone there. I'm actually nearly out of cobble, which is crazy. Something we'll be doing very quick is making a cobble gen and a smooth stone gen. So I made a slime crystal should I say. I was going to make a trash can as well because they're really useful to have. Trash can just for throwing things in that I don't really want. There will be some stuff in there that I don't want. So what we can do now then, rather than use iron, now I should explain exactly why we're doing this. If you look in the book here, it explains all the materials. Now I want an iron pickaxe head because, see that stone has got a mine level of 1 so you can mine iron. Iron has got a mine level of 2 so it can mine redstone. So that means it can mine gold. I was called level 2 gold, but gold, redstone and stuff like that. Obsidian is level 3. Now what we can do with an iron pickaxe head, is we can add a diamond to it, which it shows you right down here. So with them 2 diamonds I've got, one of the first ones going to go onto the iron pick, because adding a diamond will increase the mine levels to 3. So in fact I could just use this a wooden pickaxe head, but I'll use the iron one. Interesting. I could use all slime. I'm learning stuff as well here. So you see, if you look at slime on its own, you'll see that. In fact, look at the iron again. You see that the durability 250, full tool 325. The slime, it's got really good durability. Slow speed 1.5, but look at that, mine level 0. So I guess slime with a diamond on would still be 1.5. Minus speed 1.5. Minus speed 6. Yeah, I'll go with that. Minus speed 6. Yeah, so I don't want an iron pickaxe head. Yeah, I was a bit of working a few things out there. So what we're going to want then in the part builder, we're going to want. So we don't actually need this tool rod cast. Probably never will, to be honest, because later on I use Thaumcraft. I use Thaumium tool rods, which you can make with a wooden one. The tool rod pattern, we are going to want 2 tool rods. And you see, you get 2 from 1 piece of that slime crystal, and then we're going to want our pickaxe head, and we're going to want our sword blade, and we're going to want our tool binding pattern in there. So in here we are going to want an iron pickaxe head, and we're going to want to pour one of these iron ingots. We've got 18 iron ingots in there, one of them in there to get as an iron pickaxe head. Thank you very much. And we're going to want same with a sword blade. Get a saw blade. Now we're going to want some reeds, and that's just see what I said about how quick you can get sugarcane using crops. I've got a ridiculous one already. Let's make a stack of sort of paper. Where'd you go? Stack of sort of paper, get a saw blade. Thank you very much. And the rest of that in there can become ingots. So we'll put the ingot cast in there. Put them 2 away. Ingots, and we'll get all them iron ingots out, and I'll probably make a set of iron armor to keep myself a little bit safer. So with paper, what we can do is we want a paper binding for our pickaxe, and we want a paper crossbar pattern for our rapier. There we go. So now we've got all the bits needed to move across to the tool station. First of all, we're going to want a pickaxe. So paper binding, slime tool rod. You see, 500 durability is pretty good. 4 modifiers is nice, because we can add a diamond, we can add 3 moss that will repair really quick. Minus speed 6 isn't great, but it's good enough for a starter. We're going to make really good ones probably next episode, possibly the episode after. We'll call that starter pick. And we'll grab that guy. So what the paper does, that adds an extra modifier onto it. So instead of having 3, this should have 3 standard. If we just used like wood there, it'd have 3. Because we're using paper, that gives it 4. And that just boosts the durability up a bit, so that's fine. Starter. We'll call this stabby. There we go, wonderful. So we've now got an half decent starter pick and an half decent starter sword. I want to get my diamond and go back to the tool station, and what we're going to do is put a diamond there, and that means the mana level is going to get boosted to obsidian. Wonderful. So you see that without that the mana level's redstone, and then boom, gets it to level 3, which is obsidian. So now we can get obsidian with that, which is good. And then the next thing we're going to want to do is I'm going to want a stick, and I'm going to want 4 iron ingots. No, is it 1 iron ingot in this version? 1 iron ingot, okay, so the 4 must be something to do with my other series. So we want a chisel from the chisel mod, and then what we want is some smooth stone from the vanilla. And what we can do is, I ain't got enough smooth stone, damn it. I thought I was cooking some more up. I have not got enough smooth stone. Let me cook some more smooth stone up, and I'll show you what I was doing with this. I'm actually out of cobble because I've used it all to climb up to there. Back in a bit. I'm back again with 32 stone. What we can do now with a chisel is we can make that into mossy stone brick. I actually want 27 of these for now. So let me put 27 of them, mossy stone brick. And mossy stone brick, what we can do is we can craft it using our crafting bench into ball of moss. Wonderful. So I've got 3 balls of moss out of that. It's maybe a little bit mod interaction cheaty this, but 3 balls of moss. What we can do with that is, back in our tool station, we can get our pick, and we can bang 3 balls of moss on there with the remaining 3 modifiers. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We have got a nice durability, average speed pick that can do cobble and that can do obsidian. So let's go grab some obsidian real quick. Whee! Boink. Be careful I don't get set on fire here. I should have brought a bucket of water. In fact, my little water source should be just behind here still. Yeah, it is. Wonderful. So what I'm going to do is I can now get cobble. So next episode we can go to the nether because we've got obsidian. I keep saying cobble, I mean obsidian. Come on, it's very slow, but there we go. We can get obsidian, so I'm going to get 10 obsidian, make a nether portal, and I want some more smooth stone so I can do the same with the rapier. I just want to need 1 on that though. Moss 1 will do on that because that won't wear down so quick. So I could increase the damage a bit with that, or possibly put fire damage on or something, but I'll probably just leave it as it is. It's good enough until we get a decent weapon, which we'll start working towards once we get into the nether. So, see, there's a cool way of getting obsidian, by the way. If you put a water source there, if there is lava underneath, it'll turn the lava into obsidian before it burns your cobble up. So that's a good safe way of doing it. Right, the last little bit of this episode then, we have got decent self-repairing tool. It's slow on cobble, slow on obsidian, but it's good on everything else. So we can now hammer this guy. We don't want to really start using it a lot on fortunable stuff yet, because our really good pick is what we're going to put fortune on. But there we go. We can start getting decent stuff, and that's, you see, that's going to self-repair nice and quick. Come on, don't make me a liar. Come on. Come on, you son of a... There it goes. So that's repaired. Last little bit of this episode, what I'm going to do is I want some more stone. I want loads of cobble to build stuff with as well. So I am going to make a couple of these guys, ignis extruders. We need a little bit of gold for that, so I need to find a bit of gold. I think I've seen a bit round the corner, up the other way somewhere, so I'm going to go mine that. We need 2 ignis extruders and 1 aqueous accumulator. That's very much the same, apart from it has a bucket there instead of a piston. So I'll get them made, and we'll set them up, ready to make us some materials for building a building next time, so we've got somewhere to live rather than being out in the open. So I'll get some of this stuff, and I'll meet you back when I've done that. Okay then, back for the final time in this episode, and now this last little bit might be a bit rushy, so I apologise if it is. I'm kind of squeezing a bit more in than I really need to. Really, I should probably finish the episode. What I've made is some machine frames. That's just any kind of glass, any kind of iron, and around a bit of gold. So I made 3 of them guys, and then 3 of these pneumatic servos. That's just any kind of iron, any kind of glass around the redstone. Like this is them. And then we need 6 tin ingots just for either side of there, and we need 6 glass for either side of there. And the top of one of these, we want a bucket that gets the aqueous accumulator. And at the top of the other two, we want igneous extruders. 1, 2. So we've got 2 igneous extruders, 1 aqueous accumulator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bang the accumulator down there into the water. And I'm going to put the igneous extruders up on the top. 1, 2, like so. And then we are quickly going to make... We're going to make 2, 4, 6, 8... 2, 4, 6, 8, and I need 14 of them, and 2. Quickly make a couple of barrels. So I didn't need that many at all. What did I do that for? So I need 2 chests. I need some slabs, like so. So slab, chest, and then surround them with logs. Get you these jabber barrels, 1, 2. That lets us put a barrel on top of each of these. So that's where the stuff that these are going to make. One of them is going to make a cobble, and the one on top of the igneous extruder, because igneous extruder takes a bucket of water for each one, so you'd actually need a proper source of water in that. This one we can just do with 1 bucket in there, because cobble doesn't take up any more. What I need to do between episodes is I get a bucket of lava, 2 buckets of lava, click the front of these 2 with a bucket of lava. This one will start producing cobble, this one will start producing smooth stone. The exit, that's the configuration of these thermal expansion machines, is set to the top there, see? So the orange means exit, blue means input. So that'll just put that'll put cobble into here and smooth stone into there, so we'll have a full barrel of each of them. That's 64 stacks eventually. They'll just fill up and we'll have loads of cobble and smooth stone for cooking. Right, one more thing I want to do. This is what I meant about rushing. I would like to automate this a little bit. Good example, trash can, by the way. These things we made the casts out of. No, these metal casts we made. These 3. Well, these things are no good anymore, so we can bin them in the trash can. There we go. Bin, bin, bin. And I can just dump the rest of that stuff in there. Right, I actually do want 2 more chests. Vanilla stuff, doing it a bit quick. 2 more chests. 1, 2. And then we are going to want more vanilla stuff. We're going to get a bit more iron out of here, because I've not got enough iron at the minute. So there's enough for 1 hopper. Hoppers are good. If we have a hopper underneath our casting table here, then the thing that gets cast will get sucked automatically into the hopper and put into whatever is here. Now normally you'd have a chest here, yeah? So you'd go like that, and your hopper, if you shift click onto the side of the chest, that'll direct the hopper into the chest. Look, yep. So that's all vanilla stuff. What we can do in FTB Monster is we've got another mod that gives us these things, hopper ducts. That's 3 more iron and a plank. It'll get you 4 hopper ducts. These are really cool. Let me get a bit more iron. Tell you what, to automate this we also need 4 smooth stone. I think I'm rushing too much here. Please let me know if I zoom through this bit a bit too quick. I'm squeezing too much into the end of the episode. I should have just give it a rest. Okay, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. This thing is called a redstone clock. It's from Extra Utilities. It's very useful. We need, just a redstone torch in the middle, some smooth stone, and some redstone. What you can do, you can put that on top of your faucet there. What that'll do is it'll keep pouring out as long as the thing's got somewhere to go. Because we've got a hopper underneath it and a chest, it's going to put the ingot straight in there for us. So all you need to do now is we need to throw things in there and they'll automatically get turned into ingots. We can go a step further because we've got these hopper ducts. So if we make, was that how it was? Does it have to be there? There we go. These hopper ducts, and just to make this a little bit tidier, what we can do is I'm going to use 2 hopper ducts here. I'm going to have 1 going into there, and then I'm going to have 1 going into the side of that, and then we're actually going to have another hopper. Did I make another chest? Did I not? I thought I made another chest. Going crazy. I'm sure I made another chest. Never mind. Oh, I did. It's down there. Never mind. More chests are always useful. So, make a second hopper. Now, because of these hopper ducts I've placed here, we can connect that hopper to that. And then anything we throw in there will get fed straight into there. Sweet. So that one's feeding into there. And now we can just get this out of the way a second. Yeah. And we're going to have this one, this chest here. And we're going to say feed into there. So now this hopper is feeding upwards into the chest. So now cover all this dirt up. Instead of having things buried under the floor and stuff like that, we've got a nice little tidy system there, where you throw things into this hopper and they'll end up in that chest. Wonderful. So we've got a nice little semi-automated ingot system. Well, yeah, pretty much automated ingot system. By throwing things into that hopper, we get them into that chest. Wonderful. If I went too quick with that, let me know in the comments, and I'll go through it again a little bit slower at the start of next episode. But we've got, once I've got some lava, we've got building materials, so I can start building a wall around this and floor and stuff. And we've got a little bit of semi-automated processing there. Cool. Thank you as always for watching. I really hope it was entertaining. I hope I didn't rush too much. I'm a little bit concerned about it. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you join me next time. Please, any comments, any questions, please ask them. And any feedback if I'm going too quick, too slow, anything like that, please ask. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.